Hello and welcome to Life Coach London. I'm Emily and I'm a life coach based in London, but you can watch these videos anywhere, anytime, for free, always. Today we're going to be talking about the tyranny of the should. So for today's session you're going to need a notepad and pen or a note-taking app on your phone. And once you're settled, we will begin. It was a German psychoanalyst called Karen Horney who came up with the phrase, the tyranny of the should. And what she said was that we create an idealized virtual self that we can never live up to. And then we punish ourselves with that virtual imaginary idea of where we should be. So it could be that we think we should be at a certain place with our career or our relationships at a certain stage of life. And then we beat ourselves over the head with this imaginary concept of where we think we should be. And then instead of encouraging us, that can lead us into a negative thought spiral where we never actually achieve those things that we really want for ourselves. So instead of going into this negative thought process, instead I'm going to help you create a virtuous circle for yourself by looking at this idea of the tyranny of the should. We're going to start with the shoulds. So start with your notepad by making a list of all the things that you think you should be. So all the things that you regularly, consciously or unconsciously, are saying to yourself. So it could be anything from I should be a dog owner, I should be married, I should be a better sibling or daughter or son to my parents, or I should be a more grateful person, I should be kinder, I should try harder, I should earn more. All of these things that we say to ourselves about where we think we should be and that we're not quite living up to. Now, can you feel when you write these things about yourself, it can almost be quite hurtful. It can feel like you're giving over control to someone else by saying, well, you should be here, but you're not. Now we're going to gather some energy back again and put ourselves back in control of this list. Again, as always, feel free to pause the video at any time. If you're not finished making your list yet, then take all the time you need and I will be here again when you press play. So when you have finished your list and you've made sure there's nothing else you want to add to it, just go through the items there and consider whether they actually feel truthful for you in this moment. So consider whether some of these shoulds are actually something that's completely outside of your control, and some of them will be, and some of them you will have some control over them, whether that's limited or not. And if there are any shoulds on that list where they're outside of your control and they're just reliant on the stars aligning, then why are you telling yourself you should have it? You need to let those go and just cross them off your list because you were never in control of them. And they were never real. They were never shoulds. So then you'll have a list of the shoulds that you still believe you have some degree of control over. And this can become a list of goals for you and things that you actually want to achieve, but you feel like you haven't quite got there yet. So go through the list and replace all of the shoulds in every sentence with I choose. So instead of I should, it will now be I choose to be a dog owner. I choose to get that promotion. And just when you've done that, pause the video and read them back to yourself, either out loud or just in your head. And it can be absolutely anything on that list, by the way. It doesn't have to be things that you think are necessarily plausible. It's just a list of things that you want for yourself. So it could be, I want to earn an extra $5,000 a year, or an extra $5,000 a month, or I want to become a Beyonce. It can be absolutely anything that you choose for yourself and you think you would like to be at some point. And now that you've swapped the shoulds for the chooses, do you notice how much more empowering that sounds to say I choose? What you're doing is you're putting yourself back in control of that goal by saying I choose it for myself, I want it for myself. Now the next step, we're going to pick just 3 of those I choose items from your list. So whichever 3 that you are particularly attracted to right now. And those are things that you aspire to in some way. And now that you've got those 3 items on your list, can you refine them and make them even more specific? So instead of I choose to be more generous, could it be I choose to give £5 a month to charity? Or even better, could it be instead of I choose to do better at work, could it be I choose to get a promotion within the next 3 months, or whatever seems realistic to you? So this is about making those goals even more specific and more meaningful to you, so it's completely personalized to what you want. And then go through each of those things, and I would like you to pause the video again and just visualize what it will be like once you actually have them. How will that feel to you? What will it give you? What will others say when you have that great thing that you are choosing for yourself? If you can attach each of those items on your list with a strong positive feeling and name that feeling, then that can help motivate you to go after them. So what we've done is we've just broken down these things that we say to ourselves, oh, I should be this, but I'm never going to get there, and we've made them into things that we can actually achieve for ourselves, just with a couple of steps and just kind of writing them down, saying them out loud, acknowledging them, and bringing them forward in our consciousness. So instead of them being ideas that make you feel powerless, you transform them into goals that you actually aspire to. So whenever you notice yourself thinking I should about something, try and turn it into I choose in some way. And that might be breaking it down, making it more manageable, turning it into several steps instead of one big leap. Whatever makes it possible for you to take action on it. So now you've got your 3 goals, you've thought about what it will be like when you achieve them, you've broken them down into specifics. Now, is there something you can go and do this week towards each of those 3 goals? It doesn't have to be a big step, but a tiny step in the right direction will start to propel you there. And once you have that idea of what you could do towards those goals, once again, can you put it in your calendar or your diary to make sure that it actually gets done. Well done on choosing what you actually want for yourself and choosing to go after it. I hope this exercise has helped you. As always, let me know in the comments below, and I'll take those on board and think about what more free videos I can offer. And you can also message me on Instagram as well. Okay, good luck with your goals this week. Take care.